Ayaw niya ninyo gamitin ng presidente yung kapangyarihan na ibinigay ninyo sa kanya.
Ang publiko po, in general, napapraning pagdating sa martial law.
Ano?
Ang publiko, napaparanoid
Who
pagdating
is the
sa martial law.
embodiment of the public to speak for them? How did you know the temper of the people?
Well, they express it in many ways.
You know the problem that
Students.
we express certitudes that are not true, are fallacious. You know, to tell you the truth, people, even now, feel more secure, according to them, to the people that I talk to, because I travel almost every month from Manila all the way to the north by car. And they feel more secure because we have a president who is enforcing the law.
Do they trust the president more than they trust martial law per se?
No, martial law is...
There are two entities
martial
here.
law is...
You know, if it were another president declaring martial law,
is
it
not
would have been...
self-executing. It is a power that may or may not be exercised by a president if he does not want. But he may be forced by the exigencies of national events in the society to exercise the powers, the ultima ratio, as they call it, available to a government, not to protect himself or his position, but to protect you and the public so that the country will not be damaged and the people will not be injured.
But it could also be abused. As it
Well, any power is subject to abuse. There is no such thing. So no power that is not subject to abuse.
So that's
by
why,
different degrees.
Oh, kaya nga sir, kaya ako naitatanong, sa ilalim ni President Duterte, sa tingin niyo po ba siya ay magiging responsable sa paggamit ng martial law?
You have to trust him. You voted for him to become president. If there's no one else that can exercise that power except only one person, and that is the person who was selected by the people to be their leader. Leader. Not Alila, but leader. Can anybody say, oh, Duterte has gone out of the Constitution? Then if so, why not?
People are saying he has.
Why not impeach him?
EJK and...
People, who are people? My God, that is the trouble with this kind of system where people assume privilege of speaking for, quote, the people, unquote.
Alam niyo naman po siguro that there's now an electoral protest that Bongbong Marcos has filed, no? How do you feel about the Marcoses going back to power, and not just as a congressman or a senator, but really, once he becomes vice president, if he succeeds in this electoral dispute,
you know, it is not you, it is not for you, for me, or for anyone else to say who should be back in power or not. It is a function of the people.
That's right.
And it is
I agree with you, sir. What I wanted to ask you...
It is a function of the Constitution that you have adopted.
Yes,
it's a function of the society.
Absolutely, sir.
My God, if the people want them to be in power, then who are we to say no?
What does it say about the history?
Who were writing about it? Is there anybody who has written the history of the Marcos years? I do not know of anybody.
Some people have accused other people of revising history. That the history that we are seeing now or reading now is a revisionist history.
What is the history?
Where martial law was actually
history
the 20-year dictatorship of Marcos, as opposed to what was taught to those who grew up after
the people
Marcos
who are talking like that are the people that encountered in my readings of history, where they want to portray what they believe to portray and put aside the things that they do not want. No? It is not like that, you know. Who brought the democratization of education in this country? Noynoy Aquino? Cory Aquino? Who brought the irrigation canals all over the country? Who brought the rural electrification in this country? Have they written about these things? Who destroyed the nuclear plant? And who initiated it in order to stabilize the power system of the country, especially when we do not have a source of crude to maintain our lives and our industries and our convenient life in this society.
So ultimately, the question is, who's revising which history?
I'm not revising. I want answers to these questions that I'm raising. I have a right to raise this question. That's why people do not want to meet me in a face-to-face intellectual combat like this, because I ask them questions that they could not answer.
Wow, sir.
Come on.
You know, 51 years of political life and what, 8 presidencies. Who am I to debate with you?
I'm not saying that I know everything, but when I deal with a problem, even during martial law, I go into it and learn it deeply in order to be able to handle the situation.
We did see that, sir. We saw that very clearly during the impeachment trial where you presided over the trial of SC Corona. And sir, lahat bumilib talaga sa utak ninyo doon. We know, sir, that this is coming from years and years of political practice and political thinking and deep insight. And we are honored that you are here with us.
I hope you don't mind. You did not mind my debating with you.
Oh, not at all, sir.
Because sometimes
I am honored that somebody like you would debate with me. Who am I to debate with you? Maraming